Welcome, Rebecca. I'm so excited to have you for an interview today. Rebecca has been a surrogate twice and an egg donor 5 times with our agency here at Family Source, and is now one of our surrogate ambassadors. And our surrogate ambassadors are part of our team here at FSC for the sole reason to share their experiences with others looking to be a surrogate or an egg donor. So I'm going to turn it over to Rebecca. She's going to share a little bit about her journeys and kind of what led her to become a surrogate and egg donor in the first place. So
I have had some distant family who has struggled with infertility in their life, and that's what kind of, it put me on the idea to help people create families through egg donation and surrogacy. I started off as an egg donor. And at first I started doing anonymous egg donations, and then I, left with my 5th donation was actually an open donation. So I get to watch these 2 beautiful children grow up and be raised in China, and just it's really cool to see the culture and, just see how happy they are as a family. And then I went on to surrogacy. So I met a wonderful couple from Spain, and surrogacy was kind of their last option to have a baby because, donation wasn't an option over there for them. So we, went through the process. We transferred one beautiful embryo, and he was born November of 2016. And again, it's just amazing watching the culture in Spain and seeing how this little guy is, growing up. And he just celebrated his 4th birthday. Crazy to think time is just flying.
Right.
And then I thought for sure I was going to be one and done. And then come August of 2018, I got the quote unquote pregnancy itch. And we have 3 children of our own. So for me, surrogacy just kind of fell in my lap again. And then I met a wonderful couple from France. So again, doing an international surrogacy, which was wonderful because I love the culture. I love learning, about other countries and their favorite foods and all that good stuff. But yeah, again, we prepared for transfer. There was a little, there were some bumps in the road with the 2nd surrogacy just because, I had delivered already 3 times and had a couple of C-sections. So we wanted to make sure everything was good to go before transfer. And everything cleared. So we ended up transferring in June of 2019. One little boy, again, he's stuck. And then I just delivered him in February of 2020. So they're back in France, happy. It was kind of a crazy transition due to the coronavirus pandemic, but luckily they got back home 1 week before we shut down. So it just kind of, it felt like fate altogether for this last journey because they live in Lyon, France, and my last name is Lyons. So that's what kind of, brought them to be interested in my profile. And yeah, I think my favorite part of all of my journeys was the matching, because it really is important to know that you have a connection with those people or with that person that you're, going to be doing a big thing for. We, downloaded an app. I noticed that it seems like every country has their own app that they use, like WhatsApp and WeChat. But we communicated through WeChat. We, got to meet face-to-face before the egg donation. And they're so sweet. They sent me flowers on the day of retrieval, and since then we're now Facebook friends. So we, get to see each other's children grow up together. And they had 2 babies kind of, back to back with 2 different surrogates. So it's really cool. They're 3 months apart and they look like twins. So yeah, the language barrier, it wasn't anything that would have, deferred me from moving forward and being a being a surrogate for them because they are just the sweetest couple, so grateful and so loving. And I was so excited to, give them a little boy to love on. So.
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, it was really smooth. They, when we met and we matched, they had a translator, so that way we could talk back and forth to each other, which, would seem like it would be awkward, but it really wasn't. It just felt right, and I think that's why I chose to go with them for intended parents. But yeah, no, the whole process was really smooth. Me being an Arizona surrogate had, its challenges. So we had to make sure that we did the transfer in another state. So I ended up transferring in California for my Spanish couple. And then I transferred in Florida for my French couple. So yeah, we just, we found ways to go about the legal process properly so that when the baby was born, it would be a smooth transition. But no, the whole process altogether was wonderful. I'm sorry, my coordinators always reached out to me, and I have a really busy schedule. So for me, trying to do a lot of communication was difficult in 2016 and still is difficult, in 2020. But no, overall, it was a really smooth transition. We made sure we went around legal the right way. And then when the baby was born, we made sure the hospital knew the situation. So, yeah. Yeah, so for me, and I had a few friends who've reached out to me interested in it as well. And my biggest thing is, have patience with yourself. The egg donation process, it moves a little bit quicker than surrogacy, obviously. But with egg donation, I always tell them set realistic expectations. There might be delays, there might be things that, cause bumps in the road along the way. But as long as you have the end goal in mind, which is to, give this loving couple or person a baby, it's a really rewarding experience. So.